The rise of Queen Esther. King Ahasuerus held a lavish banquet, during which he commanded his queen, Vashti, to appear before him to display her beauty. Vashti refused, and as a result, she was deposed. The king sought a new queen through a beauty contest, gathering the most beautiful virgins from across the empire. Among them was Hadassah, a Jewish girl raised by her cousin Mordecai. She was given the Persian name Esther and taken to the palace. Because of her beauty and grace, Esther won the king's favor and was crowned queen, though she kept her Jewish identity secret, as Mordecai had instructed. 2. Haman's evil plot. Mordecai, who worked at the king's gate, discovered a plot to assassinate Ahasuerus and reported it, saving the king's life. Meanwhile, a high-ranking official named Haman was promoted and demanded that all bow before him. Mordecai refused, as he worshipped only God. Enraged, Haman plotted to annihilate all Jews in the Persian Empire. He approached the king with a deceptive plan, claiming that the Jews were rebellious and should be destroyed. Ahasuerus, unaware of Esther's Jewish identity, approved the decree, setting the execution for the 13th day of Adar. 3. Esther's courageous stand. When Mordecai learned of the decree, he mourned publicly and urged Esther to intervene with the king. Esther hesitated because approaching the king without an invitation could result in death unless he extended his golden scepter. Mordecai reminded Esther, "If you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this?" Esther 4 verse 14. Realizing her responsibility, Esther asked the Jews to fast for 3 days and then risked her life by going before the king. Ahasuerus extended his scepter, sparing her life, and asked what she desired. Instead of making her request immediately, Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet. At the feast, she invited them again for another meal the following day, postponing her plea. 4. Haman's fall. That night, the king could not sleep and reviewed his records. He realized that Mordecai had never been rewarded for saving his life. The next morning, he asked Haman how to honor a great man. Thinking the honor was for himself, Haman suggested dressing the man in royal robes and leading him on the king's horse through the city. To his humiliation, the king ordered him to do this for Mordecai. At Esther's second banquet, the king asked again what she desired. This time, Esther revealed her Jewish identity and exposed Haman's plot, declaring, "The adversary and enemy is this vile Haman." Esther 7 verse 6. The king was furious. Haman, desperate, fell onto Esther's couch to beg for mercy. When the king returned, he misinterpreted Haman's actions as an attack on the queen and ordered him to be hanged on the very gallows he ha.